Welcome to our channel, where you can find the most exciting and shocking episodes from CBS hit drama Beyond the Gates. If you're looking for stories about power, revenge, secrets and dangerous relationships hidden behind the luxurious gates of the Fairmont Crest community, then this is the place for you. In today's article, we will take you to one of the biggest shocks of the show, Tyrell's haunting and vengeful return after everyone believed him dead in a car accident. A dark vortex is silently sweeping away those who thought they had escaped the past, and the one-time victim has now turned into an uncontrollable force of vengeance. The accident happened on a rainy night, when fog covered the winding streets of Fairmont Crest. Tyrell, who left the house in a rage after a bitter argument with Dani, drove away in desperation. No one knows exactly what happened next, only that the car lost control, crashed into a guardrail, and disappeared into the darkness. The wreckage found the next morning led everyone to believe that Tyrell was dead. No body was found, but there was no hope left. Dani, the last person to speak to Tyrell, did not shed a tear in front of the media. She quickly returned to work, her political career, and built a strong public image. She believed that the nightmare was over. But she did not expect that it was only the beginning. Tyrell miraculously survived, having been rescued from the scene and is severely injured in unknown condition by a stranger. He was treated in a separate medical facility, unknown to anyone, with no one to contact. During the weeks of his coma, his memories were hazy, but then they slowly came back. Dani's words before the accident, her coldness, her betrayal, her pain of being denied, all became fuel for the hatred that was burning. Once he was well enough to leave the hospital, Tyrell did not contact anyone. He disappeared, changed his appearance, hid in the shadows, and began stalking those who had abandoned him, especially Dani. He was in no hurry. He did not want to retaliate with sudden violence. He wanted to destroy her from the roots, slowly, surely, and irreversibly. Tyrell began by sowing doubt in the public's mind. He released old photos and text messages between him and Dani, undeniable evidence of a relationship she had once denied. Social media exploded. The media was in hot water. Dani holds press conferences, tries to deny and manipulate public opinion, but trust has begun to crack. Those who once trusted her begin to turn their backs on her. Next, Tyrell approaches those who were once close to Dani, including Nicole, who was once her best friend and right-hand man. Nicole now feels bitter about being rejected by Dani after achieving fame. She quickly agrees to cooperate, providing Tyrell with recordings, documents, and financial secrets that Dani tried to bury. And then, right when Dani is preparing to run for a higher position in the city government, a series of scandals are exposed. Unexplained funds, illegal favors for big donors, and especially decisions influenced by personal relationships all come to light. Dani begins to fall into crisis. No one knows who is behind the incident. Dani hires detectives, fires employees, and even begins to suspect those closest to her. What she doesn't know is that Tyrell, whom she believed dead, is living right next to her, watching her every move, every second. While Dani struggles to maintain her image, Tyrell continues to create situations that make her doubt herself. She receives anonymous text messages with images from her past. Here's recordings she thought were deleted, and is constantly being followed. Every time she turns her head, she feels eyes following her, a shadow of her past that she can't erase. The climax came when Dani, unable to sleep, drove to the scene of the accident, a place she had never returned to since that day. In the dark, she stood before the barrier, speechless. Then she saw a figure in the distance looking at her. The person did not speak, did not move. But she recognized that gaze. It was Tyrell. The truth hit her mind like a whirlwind. He was alive. He was back. And he knew everything. From that moment on, Dani was no longer herself. She became panicked, unable to sleep, unable to control her emotions. She became suspicious, isolated herself, doubting even her most loyal people. Her unwise decisions caused her supporters to withdraw, and her political opponents to take advantage of the opportunity to attack. The media turned against her. Public opinion was outraged, and the world of power she had built from the beginning began to collapse. Tyrell did not need to act. He just needs to let Dani destroy herself. He doesn't need an apology, he doesn't need acknowledgement. He just needs her to live in perpetual fear, not knowing when the final secret will be revealed. She thought she had buried the past with that accident, but that past is eating away at her every hour, every minute. Tyrell, the survivor of the dead, is no longer a victim. He is the controller, the specter of justice that Dani cannot shake. The more she tries to deny it, the deeper she sinks. And the deeper she sinks, the closer Tyrell gets to his ultimate victory, not to destroy her, but to make her lose everything, her reputation, her career, her trust, and herself. If you want to know what happens next, can Dani escape the nightmare she created? Where will Tyrell stop? And who will be next on the list of those who pay the price? Stay tuned. Thank you for joining us to discover the most shocking episodes of Beyond the Gates. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any exciting updates in the next episodes.